Hey, I'm Jishan. I'm a software engineer and outside the regular 9 to 5. I'm building an AI-powered fashion app called Coutiq. In this first video in the founder series, where I'm going to document the real process of building an app from the scratch. Not just nice demo parts, but technical decision, bugs, AI failures, product designs, and the other things probably do differently if I started again. The idea behind Coutiq is simple. You upload your wardrobe, AI understands your clothes, creates outfits from the clothes you already own, and you can even virtually try them on. But once I started actually building it, I realized it's just not a simple fashion app. There's mobile app, backend, database, cloud, AI models, image processing, authentication, security, costs, lots of small engineering decision behind it. So in this video, I want to show you what I'm building, how I'm building, and how it actually works behind the scene. The way Coutiq app works is pretty simple from the user side. First, you create an account and upload a profile photo. Then you start building a wardrobe by taking photos of your clothes. The AI looks at each clothing item and tries to understand what it is. So it's not just a random, image. It tries to understand things like category, color, fit, season, style, formality. Once your wardrobe becomes structured like that, the app can actually start styling you. So you can choose your occasion like work, gym, coffee, date night, or whatever. You can even choose a mood. And eventually the app used things like weather too. So the outfit actually makes more sense for the day. Then the app creates outfit for you. That's the important part. It's not giving some generic outfit idea from the internet. It's styling your wardrobe, and after that you can take one step further. You can virtually try them on as well. Also, you can swap the item if something doesn't feel right, and you can even plan looks for week. From the technical side, Coutiq is split into three main parts. There's mobile app, which is built with Expo and React Native. There is backend API, which is built with Node and Express.js. There's additional admin internal dashboard, which is purely built with React. I don't want any, complicated framework to deal with. Also, everything lives inside one mono repo, right? I choose this way because I'm building this mostly by myself, and most feature touches multiple parts of the system, right? Let's say if I add a new feature, I might need to change the mobile screen, backend route, database model, and something for the admin dashboard too. So keeping everything in one repo makes easier to manage. On the surface, the user taps few buttons, right? Behind that, app is talking to backend, and the backend is talking to MongoDB, Gemini, Vortex AI, cloud storage, Redis, and background queues. The hard part is making all of that feel simple to the user. This is probably going to be the next video in the series because the stack itself has lots of trade-offs. Why Expo instead of building native app separately? Why MongoDB instead of Postgres? Why Express and Node? Why Google Cloud Storage? Why Redis and BullMQ? And honestly, what would I have changed if I started again? Now let's focus on AI styling part. So for AI styling part, it uses Gemini. But I don't just ask Gemini something like, oh, give me a nice outfit. That would be too generic, right? The backend first builds the context, right? What is the occasion? What is the mood? What does the user own? What kind of items are available in the user's wardrobe? What is the weather? What time of the day it is? Then it sends Gemini the wardrobe as a structured data. That means Gemini has to choose from real items from the user's closet. This is important, right? Because if the AI says, oh, wear white t-shirt, and but the user don't have white t-shirt, right? Then the product will fail. So when Gemini returns an outfit, things like top, bottom, shoes, with item IDs as well, and why the outfit works, and also some sort of confidence metadata, then the backend validates all of those IDs against the user's real wardrobe because obviously AI can hallucinate, right? And with the product like this, hallucination is not just a technical issue, right? Break trust. That's why I think the AI code deserve its own video later. Because building an AI styling is just not prompting. I think it's turning clothes into data, adding more context, validating the output, making sure, the recommendation actually works, belongs to the user's wardrobe data, and it not just, randomly hallucinating everything, which is AI, famous for. Okay, so let's talk about product flow now. So on the left, I have a flow chart, and yeah, this is the app. And once the user creates an account, already have an account, so I'll just use my account. Also, this will skip the whole onboarding flow. So I'll just cover the whole onboarding flow in a separate video. Okay, so I've continued with Google. I've already have an account. The first step user needs to do is upload the full body image, which I already have. And then user can start uploading item into their digital closet. Okay, so let me just upload an item. So here I'm uploading a black t-shirt. So I'll just explain you how the closet is being built here. So once I upload this, let's say I'm uploading this black t-shirt, it uploads to the Google Cloud Storage, and then it sends it to Gemini, and then Gemini tags each of the clothing item and gives them category, color, fit, and season. So if I click here, if I upload it, you can see it's uploading. Now AI is tagging, and I'm done. Okay, so what Gemini has done here is obviously it have given the category that this is black t-shirt, color is black, the fit is regular and casual. If I check another, let's check this hoodie. Right, it says okay, you got the name correct. That this is hoodie, this is black, this is regular, this is casual. This is where the data becomes structured. So I'm sending the whole image from the GCS to Gemini, and then Gemini tags the clothing item and make it structured. So once we have profile picture, once we have the clothing item which is structured, which have tags attached to it, I can go to style, I can click the occasion. Let's say I'm going out. Okay, so now let's talk about virtual try on. So the most visual feature in Coutiq app is virtual try on. This is where you can preview the outfit on your own body before actually wearing it. The user's profile photo become the base image, then selected clothing items are applied step by step. So instead of treating the whole outfit as one big image, I apply garments progressively. First shoes, then top, and then bottom. So what it is doing under the hood, right? Each step creates an intermediate image, and then next step builds on top of that. This part uses Vortex AI Virtual Try-On, which is from Google. And honestly, this is one of the hardest part of the app. Sometimes it works really well, and sometimes it changes the body shape. Sometimes the clothing doesn't preserve properly. Sometimes the results just look weird, by the way. But when it works, it gives a user something very powerful. You can see the outfit before you can actually try it on. Okay, so now let's generate a look. So under this style tab, user can style the look. So step one is to select the occasion. I'm selecting as work. The user can also select mood and weather. So this weather would be according to your location, and I will just create generate look. Okay, so you can say here Gemini has picked these three items from our closet according to the selection which I've made, and also give confidence score according to color, body, occasion, and fit. It also throws some style DNA messages that okay, this outfit works and why it works. And once the outfit is generated, you can preview the outfit and you can read the outfit. You can save the outfit as well. And this is the saved outfit. Also, I've added the feature of where user can create outfit for the whole week. Another decision I had to make is how to handle access. For the launch, I don't want any subscription yet. No Stripe integration, nothing. Instead, Coutiq has access tiers that I can assign manually from the admin dashboard. There are few plans and few tiers I'm working on, which is free, silver, gold, and platinum. Each tier controls things like wardrobe limit and try and allowance. The reason I'm doing this is simple. At this stage, I just don't want any anonymous user paying and just disappearing. I, I want to really learn from early users. If somebody runs off try on and contacts me, that conversation would become very useful. It tells me who is actually using the product, what they care about, whether product whether the product is confusing or not, and whether virtual try on is literally valuable enough for the people to ask for more. So the admin dashboard is not just an internal tool, it's a part of how I'm learning and interacting with the first early users. Later, this can become a proper subscription system. But early on, I just want more control and more feedback. All right. So Coutiq is very early, right? There are bugs, there are bad recommendation, there are virtual try-on that looks very strange. There are probably decision I will change later. But that's exactly why I want to document this process. Because I want this as a founder series to show the real journey, right, of building an AI product from the scratch. The good parts, the confusing parts, all the technical decision I'm making, the product decision, all the failures, and hopefully the progress. So if you're interested in AI startups, software engineering, fashion tech, or you like something building products from the scratch, then please subscribe. I'll be building Coutiq in public. In next video, I'll probably break down the full tech behind the app. Just to add it, I'm using Expo, React Native, MongoDB, Vortex, AI, cloud storage, Redis, PullMQ, and everything else that makes this work. And after that, I want to go deeper into how Gemini picks outfit, how Tryon actually works, and what is the cost to run each AI product, similar like this.